Hello everyone and welcome to the lecture on AWS Key Management Service, AWS KMS. So this lecture will contain all these topics. What is AWS Key Management Service? Create and manage AWS KMS keys. Use KMS keys in cryptographic operations. Advanced features of AWS KMS. Understanding AWS KMS keys. Customer managed keys. AWS managed keys. AWS owned keys. Symmetric encryption KMS keys, asymmetric KMS keys, HMAC KMS keys, data keys, and data key pairs. So AWS Key Management Service. First, AWS KMS provides a centralized platform to manage the cryptographic keys used to protect your data across various AWS services. KMS seamlessly integrates with other AWS services, making it easier to encrypt data stored in these services and control access to the decryption keys. AWS KMS integrates with AWS CloudTrail, enabling you to audit who used which keys, on which resources, and when, providing valuable insights into key usage. KMS helps developers easily add encryption or digital signatures functionality to their application code, either directly or by using AWS SDK and the AWS Encryption SDK. With KMS, you have centralized control over the lifecycle and permissions of your keys, allowing you to create new keys and manage who can use and manage them separately. In addition to using keys generated by KMS, you can import keys from your own key management infrastructure, use keys stored in your AWS Cloud HSM cluster, or keys kept in an external key manager. KMS offers automatic rotation of root keys once per year without the need to re-encrypt previously encrypted data, while keeping older versions of the root key available for decryption. So we'll see some operations on what all you can do. So you can create and manage your AWS KMS keys. So create, edit, and view symmetric and asymmetric KMS keys, including HMAC keys. Control access to your KMS keys by using key policies, IAM policies, and grants. AWS KMS supports attribute-based access control, ABAC. You can also refine policies by using condition keys. Create, delete, list, and update aliases, which are the friendly names for your KMS keys. You can also use aliases to control access to your KMS keys. Tag your KMS keys for identification, automation, and cost tracking. You can also use tags to control access to your KMS keys. Enable and disable KMS keys. Enable and disable automatic rotation of cryptographic material in a KMS key. And delete KMS keys to complete the key lifecycle. Next, we'll see some options related to using KMS keys in cryptographic operations. So you can use your KMS keys in cryptographic operations using KMS API. Encrypt, decrypt, and re-encrypt data with symmetric or asymmetric KMS keys. Sign and verify messages with asymmetric KMS keys. Generate exportable symmetric data keys and asymmetric data key pairs. Generate and verify HMAC codes. Generate random numbers suitable for cryptographic applications. Next, we'll see some advanced features of AWS KMS. Create multi-region keys which act like copies of the same KMS key in a different AWS region. Import cryptographic material into a KMS key. Create KMS keys in an AWS Cloud HSM key store backed by your AWS Cloud HSM cluster. Create KMS keys in an external key store backed by your cryptographic keys outside of AWS. Connect directly to AWS KMS through private endpoint in your VPC. Use hybrid post-quantum TLS to provide forward-looking encryption in transit for the data that you send to AWS KMS. So let's see a bit in detail about AWS KMS keys. So understanding what are AWS KMS keys. AWS KMS keys are the central resource in the AWS key management service. So they are called as KMS keys. KMS keys can be used to perform encryption, decryption, and re-encryption operations on data. KMS keys can generate data keys that can be used outside of AWS KMS for encryption purposes. AWS KMS supports the creation and use of symmetric encryption keys, asymmetric keys for encryption or signing, and HMAC keys for generating and verifying HMAC tags. A KMS key is a logical representation of a cryptographic key containing metadata such as key ID, spec, usage, creation date, description, and state, as well as a reference to the actual key material used in cryptographic operations. The cryptographic key material for KMS key is generated within AWS KMS FIPS, which is Federal Information Processing Standards. There is a FIPS standard. So within AWS KMS FIPS, validated hardware security modules, HSMs. By default, the key material created by AWS KMS cannot be extracted, exported, viewed, or managed directly. The only exception is the public key of an asymmetric key pair, which can be exported for use outside AWS. Users have the option to import their own key material into a KMS key or use custom key stores that utilize key material from an AWS Cloud HSM cluster or an external key manager outside of AWS. AWS KMS supports multi-region keys, enabling users to encrypt data in one AWS region and decrypt it in a different region. Okay, next we'll see customer managed keys. The KMS keys that you create are customer managed keys. Customer managed keys are KMS keys in your AWS account that you create, own, and manage. You have full control over these KMS keys, including establishing and maintaining their key policies, IAM policies, and grants, enabling and disabling them, rotating their cryptographic material, adding tags, creating aliases that refer to the KMS keys, and scheduling the KMS keys for deletion. Customer managed keys appear on the Customer Managed Keys page of the AWS Management Console for AWS KMS. To definitively identify a customer managed key, you can use the describe key operation. For customer managed keys, the value of key manager field of the describe key response is customer. You can use your customer managed key in cryptographic operations and audit usage in AWS CloudTrail logs. In addition, many AWS services that integrate with AWS KMS let you specify a customer managed key to protect the data stored and managed for you. Customer managed keys incur a monthly fee and a fee for use in excess of the free tier. They are counted against the AWS KMS quotas for your AWS account. Okay, let's see what are AWS managed keys. AWS managed keys are KMS keys in your account that are created, managed, and used on your behalf by an AWS service integrated with AWS KMS. Some AWS services let you choose an AWS managed key or a customer managed key to protect your resources in that service. In general, unless you are required to control the encryption key that protects your resource, an AWS managed key is a good choice. You don't have to create or maintain the key or its key policy, and there is never a monthly fee for an AWS managed key. You have permission to view the AWS managed keys in your account, view their key policies, and audit their use in AWS CloudTrail logs. However, you cannot change any properties of AWS managed keys, rotate them, change their key policies, or schedule them for deletion. And you cannot use AWS managed keys in cryptographic operations directly. The service that creates them uses them on your behalf. AWS managed keys appear on the AWS managed keys page of the AWS Management Console for AWS KMS. You can also identify AWS managed key by their aliases, which have the format which looks something like AWS/ followed by service name. So it can be AWS/Redshift, for example. All AWS managed keys are automatically rotated every year. You cannot change this rotation schedule. There is no monthly fee for AWS managed keys. They can be subject to fees for use in excess of the free tier, but some AWS services cover these costs for you. AWS managed keys do not count against resource quotas on the number of KMS keys in each region of your account. But when used on behalf of a principal in your account, the KMS keys count against request quotas. Okay, let's see next is AWS owned keys. AWS owned keys are a collection of KMS keys that an AWS service owns and manages for use in multiple AWS accounts. Although AWS owned keys are not in your AWS account, an AWS service can use an AWS owned key to protect the resource in your account. Some AWS services let you choose an AWS owned key or a customer managed key. In general, unless you are required to audit or control the encryption key that protects your resources, an AWS owned key is a good choice. AWS owned keys are completely free of charge, no monthly fee or usage fees. They do not count against the AWS KMS quotas for your account, and they are easy to use. You don't need to create or maintain the key or its key policy. The rotation of AWS owned keys varies across services. Okay, next we'll see the symmetric encryption KMS keys. When you create an AWS KMS key, by default you get a KMS key for symmetric encryption. So we have seen customer managed, AWS managed, and AWS owned keys. So by default we are talking about symmetric encryption key. So you get a symmetric key for encryption. So symmetric encryption means you use the same key for encryption as well as decryption. This is the basic and most commonly used type of KMS key, symmetric encryption key. In AWS KMS, a symmetric encryption key, KMS key, represent a 256-bit AES GCM encryption key, except in China region where it represents a 128-bit SM4 encryption key, because in China there is a different regulation, so there is a different encryption standard being followed. Symmetric key material never leaves AWS KMS unencrypted. To use a symmetric encryption KMS key, you must call AWS KMS. Symmetric encryption keys are used in symmetric encryption, where the same key is used for encryption and decryption. Unless your task explicitly requires asymmetric encryption, symmetric encryption KMS keys which never leave AWS KMS unencrypted are a good choice. AWS services that are integrated with AWS KMS use only symmetric encryption KMS keys to encrypt your data. So this is the default encryption. You can use a symmetric encryption KMS key in AWS KMS to encrypt, decrypt, and re-encrypt data and generate data keys and data key pairs. You can create multi-region symmetric encryption KMS keys, import your own key material into a symmetric encryption KMS key, and create symmetric encryption KMS key in custom key stores. Okay, next we'll see asymmetric KMS keys. you can create asymmetric KMS keys in AWS KMS. An asymmetric KMS key represents a mathematically related public key and a private key pair. The private key never leaves AWS KMS unencrypted. To use the private key, you must call AWS KMS. You can use the public key within AWS KMS by calling the AWS KMS API operations, or you can download the public key and use it outside of AWS KMS also. You can also create multi-region asymmetric KMS keys. You can create asymmetric KMS keys that represent RSA key pairs or SM2 key pairs, which is for China regions. Okay, for public key encryption or signing and verification, or elliptic curve key pairs for signing and verification. So we are using it for basically encryption, signing and verification. But for there is something called elliptic curve key pairs. This is used only for signing and verification. But for public key encryption, it can be used for RSA key pairs, which can be used for both public key encryption, signing and verification, one of them. Okay, next we'll see what are HMAC KMS keys. So HMAC stands for hash based message authentication code. So an HMAC KMS key represents a symmetric key of varying length that is used. HMAC key represents a symmetric key of varying length that is used to generate and verify hash-based message authentication codes. The key material for an HMAC key never leaves AWS KMS unencrypted. To use an HMAC key, call the generate MAC or verify MAC API operations. You can also create multi-region HMAC KMS keys. So basically, we have seen symmetric, asymmetric keys. HMAC keys are basically to, like let's say you have huge amount of data, you generate some hash, and this HMAC keys are used to generate and verify the hash for that amount of data. So it's slightly different. It's basically more for whether the data corruption has happened or data has been tampered with kind of cases. Okay, next we'll see data keys. So data keys are symmetric keys you can use to encrypt data, including large amounts of data and other data encryption keys. Unlike symmetric KMS keys, which cannot be downloaded, data keys are written to you for use outside of AWS KMS. When AWS KMS generates data keys, it returns a plain text data key for immediate use, which is optional, and an encrypted copy of the data key that you can safely store with the data. When you are ready to decrypt the data, you first ask AWS KMS to decrypt the encrypted data key. So just think like when you use S3 and all, you can use a data key. So a KMS service will give you data key, and you can use that to encrypt the data, and you can store the encrypted. You can again use the key to encrypt again, and you can store the data as well as encrypted data key along with the data. And when you want to decrypt, you can call the data key to first decrypt the data key, and you can decrypt the data later on. AWS KMS generates, encrypts and decrypts data keys for you. So this happens automatically when you call the relevant APIs and all. However, AWS KMS does not store, manage or track your data keys or perform cryptographic operations with data keys. You must use and manage data keys outside of AWS KMS. Okay, last we'll see data key pairs. So data key is for symmetric encryption. So because you are using same key for encrypting your data and decrypting your data, so that is why it's called as data keys. But this is data key pairs, which is key pair. It's like a public private key pair. So this is slightly different, but for data. So data key pairs are asymmetric data keys consisting of a mathematically related public key and a private key. they are designed for use in client-side encryption and decryption or signing and verification outside of AWS KMS. So what we have seen initially was the AWS managed keys, customer managed keys, AWS own keys. So those keys stay within AWS KMS. Now we are discussing data key and data key pairs. So this you use KMS keys to generate the data key or data key pairs, but you can store it outside of AWS. Unlike the data key pairs that tools like OpenSSL generate, AWS KMS protects the private key in each data key pair under a symmetric encryption KMS key in AWS KMS that you specify. So this unlike is similar to tools like OpenSSL. So OpenSSL also generate data key pairs, but here KMS protects the private key of the data key pair. It will protect the private key by using its own symmetric encryption KMS key. So basically you create a AWS KMS key and use that to generate the data key pair. And after you generate, it will keep the private key safely within the service itself. However, AWS KMS does not store, manage or track your data key pairs or perform cryptographic operations with data key pairs. You must use and manage data key pairs outside of AWS KMS. So AWS KMS supports the following types of data key pairs. So I've just put the list. So it's basically RSA key pairs. So RSA 2048, RSA 3072 and RSA 4096. Those are basically the bit length. Then elliptic curve key pairs. So those standards are there: ECC, NIST, P256, then P384, P521 and P256K1. And for China region, it's slightly different. It's SM2. The type of data key pair that you select usually depends on your use case or regulatory requirements. Most certificates requires RSA keys, digital certificates we are talking about. Elliptic curve keys are often used for digital signatures. And ECC SCG P256K1 keys are commonly used for cryptocurrencies. AWS KMS recommends that you use ECC key pairs for signing and use RSA key pairs for either encryption or signing, but not both. However, AWS KMS cannot enforce any restrictions on the use of data key pairs outside of AWS KMS. And that's all. Thanks for watching.